Hi, I'm Peggy from the organization Pads4Girls, and I'm going to make a series of videos to show you how to make the washable, reusable menstrual pads that we distribute around the world to help girls stay in school more consistently. This is what they look like when they're finished. There's snaps on the side. The girls can snap them under their panties. And then they also can snap them into a cute little packet like this to carry around. We use two cutting patterns. We have a cutting pattern that we cut some of our pieces from, and an oval that we cut other pieces from. In our group, we have people who cut the pads and people who sew the pads. The people who cut the pads give them to us in a nice little packet like this so that the sewers can just sew. I'll show you what is in one of these packets. There's two pieces of flannel, a plain piece and a print piece. The plain piece we used to make in dark flannel, but we've changed it to light colored flannel because the people who use the pads told us that it's easier to tell if they're clean if you use a light colored flannel. So we changed it. It made sense to us. So the other piece is a print piece of flannel, and the reason this goes on the outside, and it just makes the directions easier to explain if one is plain and one is print. This is the real genius ingredient of the pads. We used to make it's plastic flannel back tablecloth that you might use for a picnic. We get these donated or we buy them at thrift stores all the time. And they're nice and flexible, but they're a good moisture barrier, so it keeps the pads from leaking. We used to make them out of this pattern, but the girls gave us some feedback that the pads sometimes leaked over the edges or off the ends. So we changed it, and we now cut these plastic pieces from this pattern, but then we slice about half of the wings off of each one, because then the place where the snaps are attached doesn't have the plastic in it, and the snaps attach more easily then. Another piece is a piece of mattress pad. Doesn't matter if it's thick or thin. We use whatever we are donated. And then we have three pieces of either 90% or 100% quilt batting, also cut from the ovals. And we either buy this or we can get it from, sometimes quilters have some leftover pieces that we can use. The very polyester-y quilt batting doesn't work that well, but the 100% or 90% cotton does. That's what we use in our pads. Thanks.